The character and the imagery of the long braids, tank top tucked into the dickies with the gun now, the old dog image. Nigga, every young black kid in America want to be an old dog, just like they want to be an NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
A Dirk, a King Von.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to play this video of NBA Youngboy getting emotional when speaking on the negative impacts of his music. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say I don't think rap music is the #1 and only contributor to negative impacts upon black culture or in black culture. But I think there are too many people in the community who want to look past it as if it has no negative impact at all. You know, if you look at the black community, and I'm going to just keep it real and be 100% honest, unlike other cultures, the main people young black youth have to look up to are athletes and entertainers. Every young black kid wants to be an athlete or an entertainer. Not enough want to be police officers, doctors, lawyers, you know, real estate moguls, things of that nature. This image of being hard and being gangster is something that has affected us as black people more than it has affected anybody else. Sure, you got white people to listen to rap music, gangster music. You got Mexicans, you got people of all cultures, of all races who listen to this type of music. But the difference is in those other cultures, they have better models to aspire to be. And in most cases, in those other cultures, you don't have adults who are just as much into the same culture as the kids are. That's really a phenomenon in black culture. And if you got a problem with that, leave it in the comments below. But I just want to say the uncomfortable truth out loud. But we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we're watching. Now let's roll it.
Man, I was flooded with millions of dollars from the time I was 16 all the way to this point in my life. And I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, they got me. Man, look at the shit I spoke about. Look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music. How many kids and people have gotten in the car or put this shit in their ears and actually hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn, I can't do it all in one day. But I promise to clean whatever I can clean. But it's gonna take time.
Now, real quick, I want to shout out Youngboy because most rappers especially, and plenty of people in the black community won't admit that this music and this rap culture, this gangster culture is a net negative more so than a net positive. You know, money may come from this. It may make some people rich, but what's the good in being rich and gaining a lot of money when you still have a hood mentality? Now, just to provide a little anecdotal evidence from my life, I've seen people who grow up nowhere near the hood, living out somewhere in the suburbs, living out somewhere that's real nice. Yet they walk around pants sagging, get into trouble, do drugs, you know, have guns, you know, robbing, breaking into people's houses and doing things like that. If you're not in the hood, if you don't live in the hood, where does that influence come from? Sure, you could say it might be their family members or something like that. It very well could be. But if you're not living in an environment where that is actually your life, the first place you have to point to is the music. If rappers and entertainers are looked up to as the highest height inside a culture, inside of a community, then that's where they're going to get their examples of how to be from. Now, I want to play this video of Charleston White on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I highly recommend you watch this if you want more background and more information about how, you know, the culture from the 70s all the way up to the current day has shaped in the black community and in black culture to, you know, lead us to where we are today. Charleston White, the man in the middle, when he was a juvenile, him and his friends were convicted of murdering a white man. And in this podcast, he tells exactly how the culture and the things he's seen on television, the things he saw in the movies, and the things he heard in this music, and the things he saw from his family, how it all shaped and played into him, you know, having the twisted mindset that he did. So let's roll this real quick.
Now we're in the gangster era. So as I'm playing gangster, trying to develop this gangster mindset as a teenager, we got gangster videos now.
Yep.
All the gangster videos in the 90s had some reflection to a jail, prison bar. From NWA, express yourself.
Yep.
Every video had a reference to a nigga being killed. Back then, it wasn't guns in videos. It was dead bodies, outline chalks of dead bodies. The symbolism of death.
Murder was a case.
Come on, homie.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
Let's connect the dots.
Yeah.
So this is a gangster culture. Even the women want gangsters, or they want something that look like a gangster.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the point where O-Dog, the character in the imagery of the long braids, tank top tucked into the dickies with the gun now, the O-Dog image. Nigga, every young black kid in America want to be an O-Dog, just like they want to be an NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
A Dirk, a King Von. Nigga, I wanted to kill. I wanted to be that. I wanted whatever came with gangsters.
Now, it's funny that he actually mentions NBA Youngboy, but the purpose of me putting him in this video wasn't because he said Youngboy's name, but it was just to show an example of someone older dealing with the same problems of culture and influence, and then a younger, modern version of someone dealing with the culture and influence. Like Youngboy said, he was 16 when he got famous, and, you know, he's just been in the thick of it ever since then. And now that he's, I don't know his age. I'm assume he's like 20 or maybe 21. He's still very young. But now that he's grown up and gotten a little older, and he's had such an influence on you know, the world, because his music is listened to by all types of people, he's starting to see that his music, although it brings him a lot of money and the people around him may bring them a lot of money, it's a net negative in terms of the influence that it has on people and what it does to their mind and what it makes them want to do, how it makes them think, what it makes them think is cool. I listened to rap music my whole life. I actually ended up rapping. First, I started making beats and then I started rapping. But I actually ended up stopping doing both because just after being exposed to, you know, a lot of things that were hidden from me as a child, you know, growing up with the black liberal mindset and just maturing and growing up, I realized that that wasn't who I want to be. That wasn't me. I didn't want to portray, or I didn't want to put out a image to the world that was something negative, that was something violent. You know, that just wasn't what I wanted to do. And Youngboy, despite all of his success, is probably feeling the same way. If I felt like that with the small following that I had, Youngboy with the millions and millions and millions, billions, maybe even trillions of streams that he has, that he generates, he has to be feeling the brunt of that. All right, guys, so to close out this video, I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot listen to. Everybody has to go on their own journey. Like I said, I listen to rap music a lot less now, and I stopped, you know, participating in that culture because it just didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like me. That didn't feel like the image I wanted to put out into the world. But I had to go through a journey of listening to it and being engulfed in that culture to come out on the other side and know that that's not what I want to do and that that's not who I want to be. Also, to mention, I'm older now. I'm 26 years old and my mind isn't as impressionable as it was. And I understand that a lot of these dudes are just playing characters or talking nonsense or just straight up that I don't want to be like these guys, regardless of the success that they have financially and, you know, in terms of clout and being known on the internet. But final thoughts, I think it'll benefit the black culture as a whole if we can reshape what it means to be cool and reshape what it means to be admired and looked up to and respected in the black community. Being gangster comes with consequences. And in most cases, the most successful and the most viral rappers have the most violent and most vile lyrics. But let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.